Now, the results in Iowa have a lot of Democrats smiling. The theory is that if the best Mitt Romney could do in Iowa was to tie Rick Santorum, then President Obama's chances look much better in a general election.
Joining us is Bill Burton, senior strategist for Priorities USA and former deputy press secretary in the Obama White House. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Nancy. Hi, Jim.
I keep hearing Democrats like you, Bill, say that Mitt Romney comes out of Iowa weakened because he had to move so far to the right. But I don't see that that's really true, except maybe when it comes to immigration.
Well, I think there's two big issues where he had to move to the right, where he's really going to be suffering in the general election. One is on immigration, where his views and his positions make him basically untenable for many Hispanic voters, and also his doubling down on the Ryan budget, which would essentially end Medicare, is going to be very tough for him with senior voters.
Bill, we had you on the broadcast, I think about a month ago or so.
That's
We're
right.
talking about the challenges that President Obama, well, the PACs that support President Obama were having raising money. Can you sort of give us an update? How's the money raising going?
Sure. We're coming out of the first phase of our group, which was educating progressive activists and donors, doing research through polling and on the candidates themselves, and also, of course, raising money. We've been received very well. The fundraising is going very strongly, and we feel like we're on pace to hit our $100 million goal through this election to make sure that there is a countervailing force to Karl Rove and the Koch brothers and the Mitt Romney Super PAC, which are already raising tens of millions of dollars.
Does the fact that Rick Santorum did so well in Iowa change your strategy, or are you still focused completely on Mitt Romney? And do you think he really has any competition here in New Hampshire?
I think Rick Santorum helped to underscore the fact that there is not a lot of enthusiasm for Mitt Romney. And, you know, if you look at the different voting groups, the only group that Mitt Romney won was voters who make over $100,000 a year. So I still think that Mitt Romney is likely to be the nominee, but it does appear that there is not the enthusiasm that you heard before the caucuses that there might be for a Republican to unseat President Obama.
Well, but at the same time, he won in Iowa. He's poised to win in New Hampshire. No non-incumbent Republican has ever done that. So I think it's tough to make the argument that there's not a lot of enthusiasm for him, is it?
Well, if you consider the fact that Mitt Romney actually got a few fewer votes than he did in 2008 after spending millions of dollars in running for president for some 5-6 years, the man has basically been running in place because Republicans and conservatives don't trust him to stand up for them and their issues. Even though he is as right-wing conservative as some of the rest of the candidates in the field, conservatives just do not trust him because he's been all over the map in his career as he's run for different offices in different places.
Bill, we just got a short time left. Are you prepared, or are Democrats prepared to run a campaign primarily on the economy? What will President Obama's defense of his record handling the economy be?
The fact that the economy is moving in the right direction, that the president has moved this country from a place where it was shedding 700,000 jobs a month when he took office to a place where there's been consistent job growth over the course of the last year, I think is a good record to run on. But even more importantly than that is, what is the vision that the two candidates are going to have for this country when it comes to the economy? The president has a vision of growth. Republicans, especially Mitt Romney, has a vision that helps the folks at the top at the expense of the middle class. And that is a choice and a contrast that the president will be happy to take on in November.
Bill Burton, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Nancy.